And welcome back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I'm your DM. These are my adventures. When last we left, the Children of Neverwinter had been on a vast shopping trip with a vast, fat chunk of purse going into play. And really, you guys have barely scratched the surface of what you're up against in terms of funds now. Like, I don't think you're ever going to have to sleep in anything less than the finest tavern your various accommodations have to offer. Because really,
4 gold pieces.
For 20 gold pieces a night,
Right.
oh, be still my bleeding wallet.
Right.
You have
Right.
hundreds of thousands of gold pieces in reserve still
Yes.
for the sale of your manacles.
Yeah.
Right, you never to throw mage and never throw knights and lords at you ever again. Please.
I'm pretty happy with the way that worked out. I mean,
Yeah,
we found the silver
Listen,
lining.
but we almost died
Yeah.
getting
Not
it.
from the knights.
No, but overall.
Yes.
We found the silver lining.
Backed by null mages, grim blades, and mage breakers, the
Right.
knights and lords are a problem because they can clamp you and then you can't do anything about it until Finnan walks over and twiddles his lockpick.
Finnan was the
around.
real reason we've got these.
Yes.
That halfling is quite the locksmith.
He is.
So, do you have any more shopping you want to do before you go somewhere else? What do you want to do?
Well,
Was there something specific you were looking for?
I feel like there was, and it's like slipped out of my brain. We have spells. We have potions. We all have a magic weapon. Were we gonna what do you call it? Enchant? Does somebody need one enchanted?
Listless got a +1. Finnan's got the Centaur of Speed. Victor's got the thingy. And the Dragon Slayer Longsword. And at this point, with your Warcaster feat, you don't really need a magical weapon because you can just hit him with Shocking Grasp.
I've got one. I've got the spider staff or whatever.
You also have the you got the spider staff, so it's a +1 weapon right there.
I haven't used it. But
No, but
I just remembered that I had it.
so you got that. So I don't think you need any magic weapons unless you guys have got something specific you wanted to look for in terms of spell scrolls or potions or objects that you had in mind to acquire for yourselves.
I can't think of anything that we didn't get because we didn't have enough money, or it was considered too extravagant. Oh, armor
Yes.
for our horses.
For the riding horses, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, that might be. Then somebody can't target them. That's a good idea. We had
Yeah,
talked
you
about
tend
that.
not to use them, but if you'd like to.
But just
No, I'm not going to use them, but you know,
Yeah,
I just
double check
don't
here.
want them to be like accidentally go.
they
oh,
may not be
snap,
able to
we
carry
didn't."
the armor.
Well, it has to be. I mean, they make armor for all kinds
Mithril.
of horses, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
did you get her the mithril?
Yes, that's why I asked her to knock off it was 600 gold pieces or something like that for
Yep, I
like
got
a
it.
rush job on the mithril chain.
Yep.
So,
I don't think I ever named my horse.
It was 300 gold pieces.
300.
That's a mithril chain shirt for Elizabeth. That's the last thing I.
Technically, chainmail. If we want to be,
Oh, okay.
if we want to be pedantic about it, chainmail is a little bit different than chain shirt.
Okay.
Um,
I may have just
Does-
shortened it chainmail
yeah,
shirt.
chainmail. Chain shirt is. Hold on right here. Yeah, chain shirt is medium armor, so it's 13 plus dex mod, max of 2.
Okay.
Whereas chain mail is 16 armor class, flat. I don't know why she has 17. Or does she have 17? Oh well. So, barding. Costs 4 times the equivalent armor made for humanoids and weighs twice as much. So I can run down a couple of types of armor you can get. Do you want some light stuff? Do you want some medium stuff? Or do you want some heavy stuff?
Since at least I think I'm gonna go medium because my expectations are gonna be out. But if we forget sometime and they're hanging around and before we can get them chased back to safety, they would come under fire, it would just hopefully offer them some protection. And we're not looking to put them in the battle, but
And we're not thinking about having custom mithril armor.
So that would run you either hide armor, chain shirt, scale mail, breastplate, or half plate.
and that's all medium.
That's all the medium classes. You've got 12, 13, 14, or 15 for your armor class, plus the horse's armor, plus the horse's dexterity, which are
And
riding
that's all
horse.
still, yeah, I think we're gonna go with 15, obviously.
15? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know,
Sure.
we might as well.
Okay, 15, that's going to be half plate. Just grab the monster manual real fast. Ugh. So riding horse is strength of 16. Stress
Armor
score
polishing.
Prestidigitation.
Is that it?
Yeah. So, with a theoretical carrying capacity of 240 pounds for each of your horses, you will be adding an additional 160 pounds to
How
your
much can
horse
a
with
horse?
the half plate.
Okay,
How
so
much can the horse carry?
240.
250, what we said 40.
It
240.
can't- It can't carry us and the plate armor then.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I told you
Right.
what that's
Yeah.
going to run.
No.
Because if barding 4 times, oh no, weighs twice as much. My bad. It's going to be 80 pounds. That's not so bad.
That's not so bad. Is that,
Out of 240, you got 80 pounds of half
Right.
plate armor,
okay.
and that's going to cost you. This is where it gets fun. Oh, it's going to cost you 3,000 gold pieces apiece. It costs 750 for a suit of half plate.
Wow, I am
Bear in mind, this is not a game aimed at people like you, with
evident.
68,000 in petty
No,
cash to
62.
throw around.
62, we've just taken
Um,
another hit.
What would mithril chain armor for a wizard? I mean, I'm just.
Well, it would first deprive you of the ability to cast spells.
Oh, then
Theoretically.
that's what I
And then
didn't
double
know.
check to make sure that mithril armor does the same thing.
I'm just always trying to figure out how to become less squishy.
Interesting.
Huh?
So mithril armor, theoretically, Okay. Theoretically, mithril armor could allow you to still cast spells.
Ooh. What's the
And it's
theory?
not that you quote unquote can't cast spells with regular armor on; it's that you have disadvantage.
Don't want to have disadvantage.
No.
I have disadvantage enough with my rolls.
There's some truth to
If you want to have your horses not have disadvantage on their stealth checks, you'll want to make the mithril. You want to make the half plate mithril for them too.
that would make sense because we don't want them to give us away.
Okay.
It'd also
Knock
make
another
it lighter.
6,000 off then, and it weighs less.
It weighs less. Oh,
I
nice.
think.
That,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the advantage of mithril and
Yeah. Yeah.
so what advantage would it give me on hit points?
Depending on
Not
what
a
kind
hit
of
point, but I mean
depending on what kind of armor. Oh, okay. So, I don't know if mithril armor would be a good choice for you personally,
Okay.
because of the absorbing tattoo.
Ah,
Because I don't know if you can get to 18 armor class because
oh,
it
well, we'll think about that later.
Give me a second here.
I mean, I know it is cider.
What?
Nothing.
So I think that up to medium armor you could theoretically wear mithril without being unable to cast spells.
But you just said
In
it might
theory.
not give me much advantage.
And that's where we come to is the highest you're going to get. What is your dex modifier?
The +2.
+2. So that the highest you're going to get is 17 with medium armor. So mithril half plate would run you at yeah. That would be 17 armor class with half plate, whereas the tattoo gives you 19 or 18 technically, and then 19 with the ring, so you'd have 18 with the plate.
And then I've also got the staff.
Yes. So I don't think that armor at this point is going to be a viable investment for you, unless you want to tattoo your horse.
No.
I think that the mithril plate or the mithril half plate is the best.
I
way to go for that.
understand why I've got these needles going into my skin. I'm not sure the horse would.
Yeah. The horse would technically be able to wear heavy armor if you so desired, but I don't think that that's something you guys want necessarily.
I don't, yeah.
With your permission, I am going to upgrade Shade Breath and Kellenbor's armor
Yeah.
to mithril.
But mithril's lighter, you said.
It is.
It's lighter, but it's more protection.
It's a
right.
lighter material, so it doesn't impose as much of the weight penalties.
Right, so
For-
how much does it? I had 80
If I understand correctly, it drops to half weight. So
40 pounds?
it's 40 pounds for your horses.
Okay.
And then my horses are going to go full plate mithril, which is going to
That's perfect.
it's expensive.
But it will make us, but see, the thing is, it benefits the whole group, so
Yeah.
that only makes sense.
Give me 1 second to reboot here, and then I'll give you the butcher's bill on our wallets.
Okay.
This will actually put a dent in our wallets. Plate full plate armor is 1,500 flat.
Okay.
It's going to be...
We're doing this for Elizabeth and Victor, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're doing it technically for Shade Breath and Kalendor, the war horses. So
yeah, right, I'm just saying for both of their horses, yes.
full plate is going to be 12,000 apiece
Makes sense.
for the 2 horses.
Okay. A piece. 24,000 total.
24,000 total. And then...
We could not even think of that 2 weeks
No.
ago.
No, we could not.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
And
Now we
I'm
can
sitting
say,
here going,
okay.
yeah, so?
All right, so ours were 12,000 for the both of them, and theirs are 24 for the both of them.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Down the road, we may upgrade to adamantine, but not now. And it won't be for the horses.
Yeah.
All the 4 armor wearers in
Right.
the group, and I don't think that Finn and all 3 armor wearers who want mithril. Huh? Adamantine doesn't. It makes it so that critical hits don't deal double damage against you. It cancels the effects of critical hits. Yeah, it's the most
almost
expensive.
cheating.
It's the most expensive armor in there.
And we like it.
It's probably closer to 6 to 8 times the flat cost.
So in other words, what you're going to do is you're going to pay for one of those with one of the...
Closer. Like, I don't know exactly how much it's going to be, but like Lisbeth's chainmail is for like a standard order where we have downtime to get it done. She could probably get away with what she's paying now for the mithril rush order. Although I've seen some situations that say that it's 10 times, which makes a certain amount of sense given that it's one of the rarer materials in the kingdom, or in the lands of Faerun. So even at 10 times, it's going to be 1,500 for a rush order if she doubles the price for a set of chainmail. Which I may potentially bump her up to a set of plate armor at some point.
If we think that it's going to, I mean, anything we can do is, especially the further, the badder our opponents get,
Yeah.
we need to protect our warriors.
Yeah. It would reimpose disadvantage on her stealth checks, but the slippers of Elvenkind, the boots of Elvenkind, which she's wearing, would cancel that. Right now, she actually has advantage on stealth checks.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gone from being the least stealthy one of the 2 least stealthy characters in the group, to being advantaged.
Where can one get? I have.
Boots of Elvenkind? You have the boots of striding and springing.
No, I was just thinking I have an advantage because I don't have the clinky chainmail anymore.
You
So
have
an
no
advantage. I'm 0.
disadvantage.
I'm 0. So is it possible for everybody to get boots of?
I mean, theoretically.
Would it be a game?
I mean, do you like advantage on stealth checks?
Yes.
I would love to have advantage.
Okay.
So.
Looks like we're looking for something else.
I think that's
I think we found something we want.
Well, I think this is. I keep thinking. The
So-
more we talk, the more we find the
Yeah.
things that make sense for what
Boots
because we
of
know where our
Elvenkind.
weaknesses are.
Yeah. Continue pondering on your weaknesses as I peruse the boots of Elvenkind.
Of what times?
Elvenkind.
Oh, I
We got
like
them.
that.
We got them from, what's his butt? Falcon.
Yes. In the woods.
In the woods.
Yes.
After
And we agreed.
after blasting the manse apart
And we agreed to
and
give them
burning
to.
the Gulthias tree
Right.
with those talking vine blights.
Yes. And the surprise morning wake-up call.
Yeah, where the Thunderboar came charging through and was absolutely pwned by you guys. I was not expecting that.
Again, dumb rock.
No, just like completely overestimating the threat level of my opponent and then hammering him with everything we had
Yeah.
to try to bring him down before he killed us all.
Right. Oh, he looked very dangerous.
He
to
was
us.
supposed to look dangerous,
Yeah.
but he died like a... Well, I'm not going to say that on screen.
Okay, so
So, while you wear these boots, your steps make no sound. Regardless of the surface you're moving across, you also have advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Cool. And
so
how
we need
much?
4 pair, right?
Um,
Or Finnan, he doesn't need any.
I mean, does Finnan really need it?
No.
If he's failing at a minimum of 25,
We're in trouble.
we have other problems to deal with.
Right.
So we don't need to punt that out. But
Can I
there
slip
are
them
other.
inside
I'm thinking
my-
of possibly seeing if I can get Finnan some boots of speed.
What I picture with these beautiful elven workmanship of fine leather
Mm-hmm.
stealth boots is something that would be rather fitted and not as clunky as my boots of
This is what they look
stringing.
like.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking a little higher, but yeah.
I
So
just like the name. They're
theoretic-
elven. I mean, really.
Theoretically, I feel like I could put them on and slip them inside my boots of springing and striding.
No,
No, I can't.
no.
I have to lose my boots of springing and striding, or should I
Yes.
throw them in my pack?
You have to trade them out. You can have them in your pack if you don't feel like you need to be stealthy and you want to be running 30 feet and jumping and so forth, but you can't wear two sets of boots at the same time.
Okay, well,
I don't have
I
any
think we
boots.
definitely need stealth. I have failed stealth more than I have had a problem with jumping and springing and striding and so
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Both of us.
With advantage, both of you. What numbers are they going to go?
Good start, nat 20. Do I
You're
have to roll
fine.
again?
Yes, you managed to find. Second.
What? 18.
Okay. You both managed to find a set of boots of Elvenkind. They will run you. Okay. They'll run you about 300 gold pieces apiece.
Okay. And we're buying 3 pair or just the 2?
Just the 2 for now.
Okay.
Victor doesn't want it.
Victor's trying to decide what he wants.
Sure.
We've got a lot of options here. He doesn't want to hinder his options yet. Yeah. Not. No. Well. We're rich. Why not? Screw it.
I mean, really, for 300, we're not talking about a
Yeah.
massive investment here.
That's something we could have gotten a little while ago.
Probably.
Didn't think
Didn't
about
know
it.
it existed.
Yeah, we did because Elizabeth had it, but I didn't know you could buy them.
One second here.
You
Oh.
almost fell.
Okay. Yeah. Then is going to request a dip into the party funds to the tune of around 1,200 gold pieces, if you don't mind.
Wait a minute. So did we end up with?
2 boots of Elvenkind, 1 for you, 1 for
Oh, I
him.
thought you said 3.
Oh, 3. Sorry,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
3.
So that's what I was just checking.
So 3 of those.
Yep.
And then if Finnan can have 1,200 gold pieces, kind of comes, tugs on your sleeve and is like,
Please, sir.
can I
may
have
some more?
can I have some gold?
Yes.
I'm looking at getting some boots of my own.
What kind of boots are you looking at?
Levitation.
Yes. Here, take it.
Either that or speed. He's kind of trying to
Ooh,
decide
that's
here
a
because
hard-
the 2 options are the boots of levitation. They're the same price. So, well, the boots of levitation are 12. The boots of speed are 15. But for our pockets, that's not
Right,
really
it's
much of
pretty
a
much the same
difference.
thing. Yeah.
The boots of levitation allow him to cast the levitate spell on himself at will. The boots of speed allow him to click the boots' heels together and double his walking speed and impose disadvantage on any opportunity attacks.
Oh.
You can do that for 10 minutes and then once per long rest.
So the levitation gives him what, 30 feet high, something like that?
The levitation spell which gives him levitate. Gives him up to 20 feet, remaining suspended for up to 10 minutes.
Can he move around?
It can
up
move
there?
only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface. Change the target's attitude by up to 20 feet in the direction of your turn. Oh, altitude by up to 20 feet in the direction of your turn. Move up or down as part of your move. Or you can use your action to move the target, which must remain within 60 feet. So I'm assuming you can just kind of move around for an action.
What is the use of that?
Either there isn't a lot, honestly, at this point. I'm starting to rethink that one because the longer I think about it, the less I like it.
Well, the more you explained to me that there was two things that came with the speed, which I thought was helpful. That would be, but has I think maybe I'm wrong. I always have felt that Finnan's low to the ground stature has been a benefit for him.
Yeah, I mean,
It'd be fun.
yeah, it's not useful though.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, even for the
Speed.
dragon, you don't want him up in the air with the dragon
No.
or anything like that.
Unless he's
Except
gonna
to get
try
out
and
of the
ride
way
it.
of a, like if he went to go straight up to get out of the way of an attack from somebody or something like that, that might be.
Yeah.
But
It'd
it's
be more
it's
useful
not a,
for you.
Hmm?
It'd be more useful for you to get up in the air and then start sniping at them from out
I'd
of
have
reach.
more vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I like my other moves.
Yeah, that's fair.
I tend to be klutzy when
Yeah.
I'm trying to be stealthy. I've only got a +2 stealth.
Yeah.
You don't.
I have a +0.
At this
Let's
point,
get rid of
1,500 for the shopkeeper's just kind of listening. It's like, well, I can definitely recommend the speed boots for, no offense, one of your stature. And then just kind of looks at him balefully and is like, I keep up plenty fine. But he kind of acquiesces to the point that he is a tad bit slower than the rest of everyone else.
He has the same 30.
25 feet.
Oh, he does.
But Finnan, I mean, just think of the advantage you get with the attack of opportunity being, that's a cool thing.
That's
That's the cool
probably
thing.
one
You're
of the
fast,
best things
but
about
that's
it.
cool.
Yeah. All right.
So that's 15.
1,500.
Instead of the
12.
Well, Finnan used to be something I saw somewhere back in my youth or childhood that basically was telling you you're worth it.
See how this works.
Friends, Romans, and countrymen, we have not even hit. We just crossed 80% of our funds. We still have just under 20% of our funds left.
Is that the ones that we've already cashed in, or is that included?
Just the ones we cashed in.
Yeah.
Right. We're still sitting on 30,000 gold pieces.
Oh my.
Oh,
But we have some cool stuff, let me just tell you.
yeah, we've got.
Now we gotta remember to use it all. That's gonna be our challenge.
That's going to be the biggest thing. Is
Yeah.
anytime I call for a stealth check from this point, you guys make it with advantage.
I have a
Victor
note.
makes it with advantage.
Yep.
Elizabeth makes it with advantage. Finnan makes it with practically god tier levels of stealth anyway.
Yeah.
Anytime you guys are hit by certain types of damage, you guys can reduce that to half. Once per dawn, you guys can zero out the damage and take healing from it. You can come back to 1 hit point when you're zeroed out once per dawn. We have potions. We have
Tattoos.
That's most of the
That's what
tattoos I was
you're
talking
What's a
about.
barrier tattoo armor?
That's the one that gives you 19. That gives you a total of 19 armor class with the Netheril ring.
Okay.
It gives you 18 armor class, and then +1 with the Netheril ring for 19, and then +5 from shield spell from the Staff of Defense with a total of 24. If you cast shield on yourself from the staff or from yourself, you can also theoretically, if you have the spell, you can cast shield from yourself for a spell slot. I think it's a first level spell. So if you're ever down to the point where you've burned out the staff,
Or almost. I don't.
I'm saying
Yeah,
burned it
yeah.
down to the point that you don't want to use it anymore, and someone takes a whack at you. If your spellbook allows you to cast shield, you can use a first level spell slot to cast shield.
Oh. I've got 4 of those
Yes,
that I never use anymore.
exactly. So you don't use those anymore, so something to use. Anything else?
Boy, I think,
I'll tell you what, for now, make a perception check, both of you.
okay,
Or rather, give me your passive perception, I'm sorry.
Passive perception,
Passive perceptions.
which is that the one over here or is that down here?
It's down. It's the one down at the bottom, all the way down.
mine is +6.
What?
Oh,
+6.
11.
Hmm?
Well, I wrote something.
11.
Yeah, that's what mine is. But
11.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's crossed off. It says +6. So
I don't know what that is.
Is it 17?
Mine has not changed in any of the
Second
ones
here
I
to
got
check out my.
that I know of.
Oh, okay. Oh. It's 10 plus your relevant score, so whatever your perception is. What's your perception?
+5.
So so you have 15.
Okay.
I've got
Passive.
+6 on perception.
So you're 16 passive perception.
So my passive perception is 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ronger, your passive perception is now 16. So is it 15 and 16? Oh, well, all right then.
I'm not sure what's the difference between that and the perception check.
Passive perception means your general attitude of seeing things as you walk down the street. Perception active is a check where you're actively looking for something.
So it'd be a little bit like situational awareness versus looking.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I've got fairly high situational awareness.
Yes.
Then it should have very high.
Surprisingly enough, Finnan has very low perception.
Oh,
He's got a 10 passive perception.
wow.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, he's not. Is he
Wisdom
squishy?
is one of his dumb stats. What?
Is he squishy?
He's got 139 hit points.
I was thinking that the
Really?
squishier you are starting out, maybe the more you have to be able to see things around you.
I don't know. But,
Okay.
So, in that case, yeah,
Yeah, we see something?
no,
Oh.
you don't see anything.
Okay.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, I'm not liking the sound of this.
I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Now, do you have some advantages because of anything you have? On dex saving throws?
Nothing that I've heard of.
Okay, I just wondered if we had from anything that we have recently purchased or tattooed ourselves with.
19.
Yep, 19. Wow, that was cool.
Well, I got
That's good.
17 plus 2.
Oh, mine is plus 0. Mine is
No,
just
no,
3.
it's good. It's good that you have it. I don't care how you got it. You need it.
We haven't left the tavern yet.
Tavern.
Tavern, heck, you
Buying
out
stuff.
shopping, people.
Oh, okay.
Out
You're
on
walking the
street.
streets.
Oh, okay. So I didn't trip.
Okay. Okay. You take. Yeah, all of these guys. This is not good. I'm not prepared for this. Okay. It's not horrible. What's your thing? Oh dear. Okay. Finnan and Victor succeed. Elizabeth takes the full brunt of bother.
Full brunt of a bother.
Of an old bother.
I have no idea what's going on.
As
Yes.
crackling beams of lightning streak out of an alley slightly ahead of you. God damn it. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong thing. Huh, I'm scared there for a second. Give me 1 second to reroll this.
Remember, she's got mithril armor.
It doesn't matter against a dex saving throw. Doesn't matter how high your armor class is.
Okay.
She takes 51 points of lightning damage.
Ah!
Everyone else takes 25.
Ah!
Yeah.
I don't have anything that saves me from lightning.
Fortunately not.
You might almost think someone knew that.
Light? 25?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And Finnan is going to use evasion to avoid it completely.
Oh, good. So we get 0?
Yeah.
Yay.
I haven't even left the town. I'm down to 89 hit points.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah. Okay. That was gonna be fun. Okay, that's different. Okay. Microtails go.
What are you looking for?
These. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to write these guys up until the last possible second.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. Back that up. That was the wrong spell. My bad. I'm sorry. Everyone back up in Ratcon.
Okay.
Nobody's
so-
hurt yet.
Nobody's hurt yet.
Yeah.
I'm not hurt yet.
Do I get to keep my 19? I don't always roll that well for protecting myself.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Stop it. Okay. That was the wrong spell. My bad. What we are looking at is
Somebody else has the lightning spell.
Oh no, they have it's the same person who has the links, but it's
Oh.
just a question of
Which one they decide to use?
which one they should have used because of what they already cast. Oh, this is the wrong one. I was not looking in the right spell book.
Oh.
That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Rangir, I need you to keep that 25 for your saving throw. I'm going to leave you with it.
Oh, the 25 that I
Saving throw, yes.
You
took
just
off.
made, remember?
The saving throw you just made.
Yeah.
Of whatever, 18 or 19
was
or
19.
20. 19. 19 will do. You
What have you
take-
been hit with?
Flames wreathing you. You take. Here we are.
I have a tattoo against fire.
Good. Then you will have the damage again once I finish rolling.
I remembered.
There you go. That's how it's done.
I've got the
This
book
is how we
open to my
do.
tattoos so that I
Yep.
remember what I got. You'd think that by looking at my arms I could tell, but
And your legs.
well, this is arms, but yeah.
No, fire is 2 legs.
Legs for
Poison
poison.
resistance is 2
Fire
legs.
is 2 arms and
Okay, so you take 4,
poison is 2
8,
legs.
13, 18, 25, 26, halved to
13.
13, halved by your 2 to 6.
Sweet.
You take 6 points of what? We round down in damage.
Huh?
We round down in damage unless you'd like to
Yeah.
take 7.
No, that was good.
Okay. You take 6 points of fire damage. That hurt.
You?
Yes. You. Where is
Not to mention the fact that I don't like someone trying to burn me, so I'm now upset.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, you smell a distinct smell of citrus in the air as the flames briefly wreathe your body before you're able to dodge out of the way.
Citrus.
It's a smell.
The smell of magic.
It's a spell.
Evocation is in the air. You recognize it from your time at the academy. Wherever it was you learned magic.
Not on my mother's.
No, it was at your, somewhere. Wherever it was you learned magic, you recognize the smell of citrus as being associated with evocational magics. And there's quite a bit, it's quite a permeating smell right now. This is not a low-level spell.
Goodness, we are.
So in addition to the fire, there's something else that I
No, that's
Oh.
what the spell was
Okay.
generating.
Yeah.
With that, I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Going for a 20.
Well, I didn't do too bad.
17.
Me too. Gosh, we're just twinning like crazy. That's
Okay, who's got the
astonishing.
higher dex?
I think he is.
I've got 2.
0, yeah.
Okay, so 18 and 18?
17 and I've got 17.
17 and 17, I think.
No, I'm saying your rolls.
17 and
17, 17? Okay. Okay, and Victor. Oh, Victor, why?
I will be back almost immediately.
Okay. We'll be back
You
before I
have to
finish
stop.
rolling. Victor's got an 11. Elizabeth Got 17.
Oh, wow, lots of those running around.
However, plus 0 initiative.
That's right.
She's gonna
Initiative?
go. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I have a plus 0.
What is your dex score?
0.
What is your dex score? Not your modifier.
10.
Who do you want to go first?
I'd like her to go first.
Okay.
That puts her between Roger and me, right?
And Finnan, my boy, what are you at? These days? Oh, falling off the edge. Oh, Finnan. He's at 13.
Well, he's above Victor.
This. Our first one. It is. Alright. Top of the round, as a hooded and cloaked figure in dark gray raiment steps out around the corner, it is your turn. On here. You're up. Elizabeth's on deck, I do you next.
He hit us with a fairly high spell.
She.
Well,
No, you're good. It's obvious it's a she. As she steps around the corner.
okay.
That's why I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well,
Just the form and face, we'll leave it at, are obviously female.
I don't want to use a fireball in the town,
That would
especially.
be preferable. There are a couple of people around there.
I was thinking there's some people that are innocent bystanders.
Within the 20-foot radius of a fireball, I guess.
What's the radius of the lightning?
Chain lightning or lightning bolt?
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt is a straight line attack.
Yeah, how wide is it?
5 feet.
Huh?
5 feet.
Okay, so I think I'm going to use that.
Okay.
Which is what?
So you take a couple of steps to your left to
And I've
clear
got
the
the
path
side.
through.
Then I've got to give a level to it.
Minimum of 3.
Mm-hmm. It's got the same 3. I'm at 8, I think. Let me go back there. I have that easily. Let's see. 8 d6s.
Yep.
Base. I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for a level 5.
Okay.
And this is I don't roll the hit dice with that. I roll my thing and she protects it. Does a,
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Oops.
Oops.
There's things I need to remember the next time I throw one of these things at you. Oh my.
Wow, that's pretty decent.
What's your DC is like 18 or 19, right? Your DC is 18 or 19, right?
What's my DC?
It's the same thing I keep asking you about every time you throw a fireball at someone.
19.
19.
What's yours, Mom?
19.
He's one below you, remember?
Oh, sorry.
18
That's right.
then.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. What you got?
30.
Okay.
I take it, do we recognize what this is?
It's a human. Female.
Who's obviously female.
Yes. What else were you looking at?
I'm just trying to name my opponent here on my paper to keep track of it. Human is fine.
Human.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting. As the lightning bolt sizzles home, she staggers, and then a circle appears on the ground in glowing runes, and she disapparates, and you recognize a teleportation circle.
And we don't know where she went.
But she's not here at the moment.
No.
But that doesn't mean she's not behind us.
She appears to have left.
Okay.
Teleportation circles rarely are used to run around a battlefield.
Okay.
They're more used to get the heck out of Dodge. Because
So in
something-
other words, I hit her hard enough that she wanted to get out of there.
Mhm.
Well, I guess that's good.
Well, she also maybe didn't count on our levels or something like that.
No, she knew what she was up against,
Okay.
but you hit her hard enough that her plan B kicked in.
Okay.
Okay then. That was
Well,
quick.
Fast and furious, so to speak.
Yeah.
Do we want to rest again?
Hard, de har har, ha har har har.
For 6 points of damage.
5.
No, I'm
6.
always willing to get back a level
Oh, to a
5.
level 5 spell. Yeah.
Oh. Well, you're headed for more shopping or the temple at this point.
We,
I think
everybody
we're
has
sho-
their
I'm
stuff.
shopped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, there's only so much
No,
shopping you can do.
I'm having out of out of character thoughts.
Yeah.
I think the temple would be apropos.
Okay.
And we're going there because
That's where they asked us to come back to
okay.
after we'd finished avenging Sister Carell, which Finn is pretty sure he did a darn good job at.
Yes, I think he did.
So, back at the temple, which I think you guys have.
Meanwhile, back at the temple,
Yeah, I think you guys have that.
I've got the Belazine
Belzarin Temple, yes. So that's what it looks like. You guys are back there, and you are greeted by the acolytes of home. And
Is that this
that's the opening? Yeah.
or here? There's two.
Take your pick, honestly.
It's pretty. Yeah. So
So then you are greeted once again at the temple where they what?
I had visions of you saying, where they give you your reward of 500 gold pieces. And I'm going,
There was no reward offered
Yeah,
at this
no,
point yet. The
no. I just,
yeah. The they do, however, give you a map to the tunnels of Korroban.
we've already been there.
No, you have not.
What is that?
Is-
Complex tunnels.
This, we enter where? Down here.
Right, is the gray rooms or simply
Solid rock.
solid rock? Okay.
There are
Very
no
fireproof.
dead ends.
No.
Well, that's give me a map and that's it. But first thing I do, is
Very
run the
fireproof,
mazes.
Very tall. I assume it go floor to ceiling.
The tunnels are approximately 10 or so feet wide, 10 to 20 feet wide. The narrow ones.
So casting something that flames is not a problem.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, the wide tunnels are closer to 40.
Okay.
The narrow tunnels are about 20 feet wide,
Wow.
for reference, on how long they are.
They're long.
And keep that. One of the paladins of Helm sits down with you to explain the situation, and it's a short, middle-aged human male, and he's kind of blocky but running to stout, and he kind of sits down to go over the map with you. He's like, so we do not know exactly how the tunnels have altered since Korroban went mad, but in her time, before the madness of the breaking of her mind, this was how the tunnels were set up.
Oh.
We do know that the guards and traps that were set have gone mad with their mistress, and are therefore completely unpredictable as to where they may or may not be. It has been almost 30 years since any of us have attempted to navigate the passages, and no one has ever returned alive. However,
Yippee.
somewhere in that maze is the hidden entrance to the treasure vault of Korroban. Therefore, that notes. Alright, sorry. Oh wait, nothing this time. I really thought you guys were gonna take a little bit longer with that.
With the
Assassin.
human-
I'm sorry.
Go on.
We either are overestimated or underestimated.
Consistently, unfortunately.
Well, I normally don't roll first,
That's fair.
but when I do,
The DM cries.
Yes, right. All my work.
There we are. Alright. Okay. Yes. Obviously, because of the unknown nature of the location of the entrance and the inherent danger of the maddened traps and the possibility that Korroban herself still stalks those tunnels, we would request that you aid us in guiding the Crypt Keeper and a select few of our number in attempting to discover the location. We would, kind of looks at you, reward you, and his voice kind of falters as he notices all the new gear you're holding. Handsomely, I suppose. Handsome is as handsome does, as I suppose.
for the most part up until now, we have been more concerned with the nature of the quest than the actual remuneration. Although that's always been good and will continue to be good.
Yes.
So anything you can offer is more than sufficient. Well, at least sufficient.
He kind of grins wryly at that last addendum. Nods. Very well. We leave in the morning.
Good.
You will not travel alone, however. I will accompany you, as will one of our clerics and an acolyte. And here you hear the ringing of boots on stone as a tall human male in the robes of an acolyte enters the room following a what is that? I don't know what the race is from. A tall human male following a very, very short halfling in the armor and robes of a cleric of Helm. And as the acolyte enters the room, he bows a courteous greeting to all, then he kind of stops. Takes a step forward, his eyes just go very, very hard for a second. And he goes, "How came you by that sword?" And he's pointing at the long sword that Victor's holding. And Victor's just kind of like, "I found it." And he goes, takes a step closer, and he's still very hard-eyed, and he goes, "That sword is the hereditary blade of the Alagondar line. What right have you to hold it?" And the cleric just kind of reaches up and goes, "Have patience, my acolyte. Must learn courtesy in front of the adventurers." Kind of steps back, but it's clear he doesn't appreciate the fact that Victor's holding that sword still.
He found it by way of hard-fought battle. I would not go so far
I
as to
can't
say...
remember where we found it.
I would not go so far as to say it was earned, because obviously a hereditary piece cannot be earned, but it was a hard-fought for. Even though it was found, it was after.
I have no doubt. He just kind of steps back and walks over to the other side of the room. And the cleric just kind of sighs and goes, "I apologize. He has yet to learn the delicacies of diplomacy. He is young, and passionate, but he will learn."
Is this Talon?
No, it's the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Oh.
Indeed, all younglings do.
So, after a brief meal, you can either choose to stay at the temple or go back to the lush opal for dinner.
Have we been accorded the invitation to stay?
I mean, it's kind of implied with the "we leave in the morning."
We're not likely to encounter anyone else if we stay there. And someone has got it in for us enough that we've been attacked once.
Very well. You may stay in one of the dormitories. Our fare is not that of the grand taverns and inns of this city, but what we have, we offer.
We thank you.
It's a much plainer meal of bread and soup and vegetables, but you get a long rest. Really only affects you at this point. And in the morning, you are guided to the teleportation chamber, where you...
Wait, was I the only one that was hit by that fire at the
Yep.
beginning? Oh, okay.
Where you are then, teleported by the on-site mages to a point somewhere within the city. Not entirely sure. It's somewhere in the outskirts, outside of a building with two rough-looking individuals standing outside who kind of eye the group of you appearing with the air of someone who's seen it all before. Technically not outside, but it's within a building, but they are standing inside. And one of them kind of looks you over and goes, "Come for the tunnels, then. Good luck to you. Not my cup of tea." And you are guided. The paladin kind of gives them a quelling look and then guides you towards the doors set into the wall. And as you open them, you find yourselves facing into a dimly lit entryway, the entrance to the tunnels of Korroban.
I have a question
Yes.
about our number.
Yes.
Obviously, we don't take war horses into there,
Correct.
but does Finnan bring along the? Okay.
You're all on foot.
Okay.
So it's the
Well,
five
no,
of you.
but that sometimes walks alongside it.
No, it's the five of you and
A
the
paladin
three-
and a cleric and
an
an
acolyte.
acolyte,
Yes.
whom I'm not sure I trust right now.
Ah. Okay, so you're at the entrance. Where do you want to go?
Oh, goodness. I say nothing.
Well, you know, we've got the map that we know is not reliable.
Well, the structure of the tunnels has not altered.
Ah,
The location of the traps
Ah.
and wards and things,
Which they have
As-
not provided for us, so we don't.
they don't know them because they've
Right.
gone completely
Right.
haywire.
Okay,
So,
so-
that part is no longer reliable.
so the question is, do we want to go around the side? Actually, a strategy, do we need to look everywhere?
You just need to find the entrance.
Well, we've got an entrance,
Now,
right?
you need to find the entrance to the Carlal Crypt.
Right.
Yeah, and
They
so
don't know where that is.
and they don't know where that
probably-
is.
Nobody's sure where it went, and it's a hidden entrance.
But it is in the
in
tunnels.
previous times, Korroban would guide travelers through being able to banish the wards and silence the guardians and lead them to the entrance because it's somewhat arcanely linked to her consciousness. So when she went mad, the tunnels went mad too. The structure was not able to be unmade by her madness, but the
Okay.
pieces of the tunnel that she controlled, namely the traps and the guardians and the wards, scrambled.
So I guess what I'm trying to decide is, are we trying to do an all-inclusive, make sure that we go down every tunnel on our way to
It's
someplace?
probably not moving, if that's what you're wondering.
No, I meant so that we hit everything.
Your
To-
call.
So that, you know,
Whatever makes the most sense strategically to you to find it.
well, I have no idea where a mad person might hide something.
I'm not sure the mad person has any idea where the mad person is hidden something.
Correct.
I think we're going to have to, I mean, it doesn't even stand to reason at this point in time, since the madness has taken over, that the wards and guards and so forth would be even concentrated, you know, as we get closer to us. I don't think it's going to be able to tell us that, unless they all went mad together and, you know, kept their same relationship but changed their places. I think that we're dealing with things that are.
So do we want to go around? I mean, obviously we have to go left somewhere,
Okay. So what left do you want to take?
but we can go left or we can go.
Go left and hug the wall, or do you want to go?
That's
left?
what I've been trying to get out. I do have a preference.
I don't have a preference. We are going to have to be keeping track of our lefts and our rights and our through the centers and so forth. I think at some level, do we know? Does the is the information that was provided to these guys clear that the wards and guards are still moving or have been moved, and to the best of their knowledge, they haven't
They're
gone.
probably not beyond what is going on here, but there's no way to tell.
Okay.
Because nobody's come back alive to tell the tale.
Oh, Gucci.
3 times we have sent, 3 times we have sent expeditions to attempt to recover the contents of the vault, and 3 times they have not returned.
What's the time frame on those? Fairly
Our
quickly.
latest was less than 5 years ago.
They're probably dead. That's a long time. I would say that was probably.
So we're just gonna go to the left.
Left.
Hug the
Hug
outer
the
wall.
outside wall for now. We could even go all the way around the outside wall and then do the internal stuff.
Mark it off as we go, so we don't do system.
We're gonna have to go where there's. I've been trying to look and see if there's a path that we can take that doesn't involve backtracking, but will get us to everything, and we can't.
No.
For no other reason than this one here. It prevents that because well, I guess you can go here, but then you've got to backtrack to make sure you get that corridor. So yeah. So we're going
To
along
left.
the wall.
Along the wall? Okay.
And do we can detect magic. I'm trying to think of what we can do to improve our chances as we reach new.
Yeah. As you go along that wall, you're going to need to know your marching order.
Well, we have a pretty set marching order now. The 3.
I'm not sure where we put that.
But let's start with our usual, and then we can intersperse them where they might be comfortable. So we usually have the terrible trio, and then me, and then Rongear.
Okay.
And then finish.
And then usually is part of the
He's
trio.
normally last. Or I'm last.
You're usually last. Okay.
We don't actually know what our companions bring to the table,
One of them's an Oath of Devotion Paladin, the other is a War Domain Cleric.
but we don't know what level. So we don't
They
know
look
what.
pretty experienced.
Okay.
The Paladin at least looks
Yeah.
pretty darn experienced.
Okay.
I haven't got his stat block put together yet, but
Is what?
stat block put together yet, but it's the thing you're staring at right now.
Okay.
It's what tells you what you are.
Ah. Oh, I'm staring at this right
Fine. I haven't
now.
got his stat sheet put together,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
but suffice to say he's decent. Oh, wow, Fenn. Good for you. So he kind of halts everyone and points up at the ceiling where a large net has been suspended, and then a tripwire is across the floor. Pulls out his thieves' tools set and successfully deactivates it. The net drops to the ground harmlessly. Okay, that's one down.
Cool. Thank you, Finnan.
Yeah. So you're walking further along the tunnel. Can you show me where on the map you're walking to?
Well, I don't think we started this way.
Uh-huh. How far are you going?
Well, I don't know. Where was the net?
Right at that L intersection right there, yep.
So we're going to continue on this way.
So as you move forward, I need a second. Finnan stops you again and points to a slightly discolored piece of flooring that ran into a series of small holes in the wall.
Ah. Next would be a big roll.
So let's make. Okay, let's get that. And okay, he's able to wedge a piton underneath the plate to prevent it from being fired.
Do you have another copy of this?
Yes.
Okay. So you suggested that we do this.
What?
Just
Draw a
just
line
line
where we've
we've
gone.
been.
So we're how far?
You're just past the L intersection. When?
L intersection. Okay. So we're here.
Oh,
Right there, I think is what he said, right? The L intersection.
it's that first L where the net was. You're just past that. Maybe halfway down the tunnel to the. You're halfway to the corner.
That's what I. Okay.
When a pair of crossbow bolts from the far end of the tunnel come flying at you. Finnan dodges one right into the other one and takes 9 points of piercing damage. As
Ah.
a crossbow bolt hits. And oops. Figure out what happens next. And he takes okay. And he kind of doubles over for a second around the wound and then straightens up and shakes his head and pulls it out. That was poisoned. Kind of licks it and goes, serpent venom. Not the worst, but not fun.
Does he
Keep your
have
eyes peeled.
a tattoo against poison?
Keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, he has a tattoo against poison, but
Just
That's 6.
yep.
so we're now coming up
At
on
the corner.
At the corner.
Yep. Where do you want to go now?
Well, we're going to turn right then. We have to.
Oh,
But we've got a little alcove coming that
Yes.
I don't
So
like.
as you approach,
I need to look around the corner.
okay. Finnan suddenly stops again and begins rummaging with a piton against a piece of the floor that turns out to be a pit trap.
There are quite a
So,
few.
is that
As
all the
you-
way to that alcove, or
Just in front of, just at that piece of outcropping before the intersection, before the alcove. However, as he's fiddling with that, the alcove suddenly slides aside to reveal a mass of thugs charging towards you.
Mass.
To need
A
you
mass
to roll
of them in a
initiative.
5-foot square.
No, that's a 10-foot square.
Oh. So we need our order, fighting order, right?
Yes. And the tunnel, there's a set of stairs going down
Oh.
from whence they are
Erupting.
erupting. Yes.
Oh, boy. I'm thinking that the fight could be over before I get to do anything
Okay.
with a 5.
Survive.
I can only hope that it'll be over to our advantage by then.
You had 5. You had
13.
and 14.
Okay.
Yep. Elizabeth had 2.
Plus?
0.
Which is it?
Victor has 17.
Where did the paladin bend?
They're backing down the tunnel, trying to protect the acolyte for now.
Ah.
That makes sense.
So the acolyte is not the combatant with us?
No.
Okay.
And for the moment, until next week, if we're still running around in here, they're not going to be added because I didn't have time to roll their stat bugs. I forgot about them.
So they're going to be back there defending and not being affected at all?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, hopefully they'll be
I
very
was hoping to
effective.
see. I was
Yes.
hoping to see a paladin in action.
Well, next week, if we're still running around here, you will.
Well, I imagine we will be.
So
I mean, given that,
get everything rolled up for them.
unless by some, we've lucked out and we're going to find the entrance.
Yeah, if you do, hooray.
It wouldn't be fair to you.
It would. This is not about me throwing
No.
every single thing I got here at you.
But that's part of your fun.
Yeah, but no.
You've got to keep the DM happy.
Okay.
Or he might not be kind to you.
Victor's up first. He is going to charge the thugs and attack. First time in a while. 2 weeks or something like that. I haven't rolled a dice in combat. Like, I haven't rolled a dice in anger since, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right. It's been a while.
Oh. That's useful. That's less useful. Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
12.
Your swing to be so powerful that it cuts 2 of them.
17 damage.
How many are there?
You can see 4 right now, but there's more obviously yelling and shouting in the back in the darkness.
Okay.
Did you say 17 damage?
Yes. For his second attack, a 16 hits for 7 points of damage.
Same guy?
Mm-hmm. And 18 hits for 13 points of damage. my potion of fire giant strength.
Your what?
My potion of fire
We
giant
do
strength.
have,
I'm not going to waste it on thugs.
right, on thugs, but we do have.
He just wiped out the thug with the first flurry of blows.
Oh, it's gone?
It's dead.
Sweet.
He's cut it down.
With 37 points of damage.
Awesome.
Yeah. Next we have Finnan with Edra on deck.
Okay.
Finnan is going to fire an arrow at the Thugus
Thugus.
Maximus for yeah, that'll hit. 17. Something like that, yeah. Yeah, 17 will hit. Which means missed one. That's 14, 43 points of damage. Wipes him out
All right, Finnan.
with one shot.
Leaving nothing but
Just pierces right through his brain, goes out the back of his skull. It's just, he's very, very dead.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Edra, you're up.
Yay,
Rongir, you're on deck.
I'm gonna cast my.
I said, Edra, you're up. Rongir, you're on deck. Yeah.
I am going to cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That's an action, right?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, I'm going to cast
Bonus
that.
action, cast and use.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my spiritual weapon
Okay.
against the next one in line.
Good.
And I can roll my stuff here. 15 plus 11 is 26 to attack.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Let me get 2 8. Come on, baby. Plus 10. Oh, 7. 8. Ooh, 15 plus 10 is 25.
Okay. He is not looking happy.
Good. Be unhappy.
He's looking very close.
Be very, very unhappy.
How many can we see now?
Make a perception check.
20. Natural 20.
How many do you see?
You
5.
see 6.
And 1 wounded, 1 not, and then 5 more. Or 4 more.
But these are, I mean, how many are alive do we see?
Yeah.
That you can see there are 6 on the stairs. Coming up out of a
Okay.
chamber underground.
Okay.
And there's movement behind them, so there's more than 6.
Yeah, but I guess the fireball doesn't care whether I can see him or not.
What do you want to do for your action?
I would like to flambe
Okay.
the one I just worked on.
Oh, yeah. You got a 19 for your AC? Or for your DC?
I do.
Okay. No, he's dead.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You
I'm
beat
happy.
the crap out of him with that spiritual weapon. He was within enough that your sacred flame would
Good.
down him. What'd you roll on your first dice roll?
The damage dice?
Yeah.
4.
You did. Yeah, you did.
Okay, because then I still had
Yeah.
2 more to go.
Yeah, yeah. He was dead.
Okay.
Rongir, you're up. Elizabeth's on deck.
I don't want to overdo it. Bother.
But it's solid rock, baby.
No, that's not. It's how high of
It's
a.
spell economy.
It's spell.
Yeah, oh
economy
yeah,
I'm
I've
worried
just,
about.
yeah.
And I can do a fireball at 3, and I think that's what I'm going to do.
Send it. I'll say all 6 of them can be hit by the thing.
Well, all 6, another person.
The one on the
replace-
stairs can be. The ones on the stairs can be hit. The ones behind are a little bit too far back
And I need
necessarily to be hit immediately. Well,
8 of these. I was just wondering if
Hang on, I'm
anybody
thinking
filled
here.
in for her. The one that she.
Well, it hasn't been their turn yet, so they haven't been able to move.
Ah,
I'll say, yeah, you can put yours.
I think well, I'm gonna roll and then you can tell me how many I hit. Ugh. Eh. 2, 3, 4. 8. 18 is 26. 3 6s are 18. 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, 26, 27, 28, 29.
29?
Yeah.
There's 6 of them?
That you can see, yeah.
And we don't know if they did savings.
None of them appear to have.
Okay.
One of them's up, one of them's down,
Down is it knockdown or
one
dead?
of them dead. I don't do knockdowns.
Okay.
You're either up or you're down,
Okay.
unless you're a zombie.
I got knocked down.
Two of them on the stairs are dead.
Excuse me. Must be different levels of squishiness.
Oh yeah.
One of them appears to have made his save,
Ah.
and he is less wounded than the rest.
Okay.
But
So how many?
only one of them appears to have made their save. Two of them are dead.
And that's out of 6. The other
3 of them are dead. Out of 6 on the stairs.
Okay. 3 of them are dead?
3 out of 6 are dead on the stairs.
And so one is 3 of them are less.
Much. Yes. Okay. Elizabeth's up. She's going to charge the most wounded one. With the less wounded one right behind him. And in range of her should she carve through this charred wreck. That's a 26 to hit. Which deals 13 points of damage.
Against.
The badly wounded one. Rolling him. The not so wounded one. Gets a 20 and 10 points of damage. And a 19 and 9, which finishes him off.
Ho-ho. So one more down.
The one standing there is very badly injured.
Cool.
You see, stumbling up out of the smoke-filled blackness below, 2 of them looking very badly hurt,
Ah.
and 3 more not looking hurt at all.
Because they were beyond the.
Okay.
And there's still a little bit of movement beyond them.
Okay.
So they are the 2 that are able to get to Victor and Elizabeth on the stairs, because it's a 10-foot wide alcove, so that's 2 people wide, are going to attack. And let's see how many. Oh, that's a 17 to hit Lisbeth, which does hit,
Ouch.
for 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And the second hit. Check if I actually get to attack. that. Oops. Oh, that's a 18, which does miss Victor. Yeah, misses Victor for his first attack. And another 18 also misses.
Oh, good.
So it's pounding at him, but he's able to deflect on his shield. And he is not going to riposte. He's saving his maneuvers and so forth for dangerous opponents. These guys are thugs.
Yeah.
That brings us to the end of the round. Victor is going to retaliate with a full round of attacks.
Much better to retaliate than riposte.
In this instance, yes. 12 will hit for 11 points of damage. Which
A 12 will hit?
A 12 hits. Yeah. Which fells the first one as its second strike. Lances out for a 28 and fells the badly wounded one that pummeled Elizabeth. And his third strike will, at disadvantage, he will attack. A 15 still hits for 8 points of damage and fells the third one on the stairs.
Leaving how many?
3 on the stairs and some more running around behind them.
Okay.
And Finn is going to step forward and fire. And he's going to hold his action until one of the thugs gets within striking distance of Victor or Elizabeth, so that he can then get sneak attack.
Yeah.
Edry, you're up. Rondir, you're on deck.
Okay, so I've got spiritual weapon. I can sally forth with first guy who's coming up the stairs. Or is he out or is he still coming up the stairs?
He's on the stairs. If you move forward a little bit, you can probably see him.
Okay.
He'll have half cover.
Okay. Wait, so that's that disadvantage?
Because of the stairs, you'll have like a +2 to his AC,
Okay.
which since the 12 hit him already.
Well, it's 8 plus 11, so that makes it 19.
He's
So
hit.
he's hit. 3 plus 1 plus 10.
What
so it's
level did you cast spiritual weapon at?
4.
4? Okay. Just want to double check because that makes it 2d8s.
Yeah, I'm gonna today.
What'd you get?
I got 3 plus 1 plus 10, so it's 14.
Okay.
Yuck.
You heard him.
Good. See, I'm sorry. And then I would like to. I'm gonna flambe him.
Okay. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, cool. 6, nice. 8, 15, 4, 18.
He's dead.
Yes.
How many are left?
2 more on the stairs and more behind them.
All right.
Well, I'm going to use Firebolt.
Okay.
Just a second.
They're all packed into the stairwell.
Ish, yeah. Why?
I'm just trying to get a sense of what.
It's instantaneous. It does not have any. It's 120 feet that I can go, but it doesn't say anything about how wide.
1 target.
Good. 1 target, 3d10.
Roll and attack.
Oh, I've got to do that first.
Yes.
I almost did magic missiles.
That would cost a spell slot.
I know. That's what I did. Nope.
What you got?
Oh, what's my what do I
It's like
add?
a 9, isn't it? It's your relevant stat modifier plus your proficiency bonus, so it's a minimum of like.
It's here. Just a second. Spell attack modifier,
Yeah.
11?
Good.
10 or 11?
What?
Mine is 11.
Yeah,
So
it's
it'll be
11.
10.
A 10?
Because she's got 1 more on you because of that tome that she read.
Okay, so 10.
Mm-hmm.
And 4, so it's 14.
Hits.
Okay.
Even with half cover. Even with half cover.
1, 3, 11. 17 points of damage.
So at Elizabeth?
Yes, and you did 13 points of damage?
17.
17, good.
And it had evidently didn't kill him.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Right.
Elizabeth is going to hold her action until he gets close enough. She doesn't want to step further down into the stairwell because she's going to lose her covering fire at that point. So she's kind of drawing
So we've
them
got
out.
2 people with
held actions.
held actions.
Which is right now. As they come charging up the stairs, you see a total of 5 of them left.
Okay, good. So 1, 2, total 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now
The
they're
first
all-
one is going to get it from Venom. We have a 16 that does hit. I'm just going to call it. He's dead.
Cool.
I know what Finnan rolls. I know what this guy's at, and I know he's not going to survive.
Well, I'm just thinking Finnan's going to roll 60 points and
Yeah.
overkill.
Yeah. So, first attack from Elizabeth is a 22, which hits for 13. And 22, which hits for 20. And a 21, which hits for 7. And fells another one.
Yay.
And then there were 4
3.
left?
Yes.
Oh, there were 5, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then they are going to charge up at Victor and Elizabeth and attack.
But only 12 can do that?
2 of them attack, yeah. That's a 22 to hit Elizabeth for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And a
What's the weapon?
club mace, an ironbound club. First one is a miss against Victor, an 11. And a natural 20. For 9 points of damage to Victor.
Ouch.
And then it's Victor's turn. He's going to attack.
Did Elizabeth get her held action?
That's what felled the one.
Okay.
13 hits for 13 points of damage. For 10 points of damage. 16 hits for another 8 points of damage. 17 hits for 9 points of damage.
Wow. Fantastic.
Then Finnan is going to fire his short bow. That's a 20. Overkill. Yeah, he's dead.
And then there were 2.
Yep. Bedra, you're up.
Well, I'm going to spiritual weapon the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. 4 plus 11 is 15. That hits.
Yes.
Okay. And then I get 2d8. Ooh, 6. And 6 is 12. Plus 10 is 22.
I heard him.
Good. And then I'm going to flambe him.
Okay. Yes, you are.
6. Wow, still on 6 rolling. 13.
He's dead.
All right.
Roger, you're up.
And then there were
One left.
I'm just asking this. What's over channel?
That means you can one time. Oh, by the way, don't forget to, when you're making evocation attacks, add your wisdom modifier to the damage.
Oh.
This
And
isn't-
that is the. Oh, I should have added that to the guy that I hit with the fireball,
Correct.
because that's an evocation. I guess I'll go with a firebolt again.
Okay.
I mean,
Over channel means you can increase the power
to maximum damage.
first through 5th level that deals damage. You can deal maximum damage with that spell. You gotta finish a long rest, or else you start taking necrotic damage.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
This is
so,
one of those Hail Marys, once
Yeah.
per long rest
Yeah.
shots.
So what is it that I add to it?
Your intelligence modifier to 1 damage roll of any wizard evocation spell.
No. I meant for the.
Firebolt,
Yeah.
attack roll.
Yeah. What do I add to the attack roll?
10.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Right?
Yeah. 18.
That'll hit.
And so then I'm rolling 3 d10s.
Uh-huh.
And do I add something to that at the end?
You add your intelligence modifier.
That's what I was asking for. Okay. Intelligence modifier. Which is 9.
So you're an automatic 9.
9, 15. And that's a 10.
So it's 25.
25. And 6 is 31.
Yeah. I'm just going to call it. Elizabeth carves him up in the next round.
Cool.
Yeah, if he was at death's door, she's going to tip him over the edge.
Cool.
As you finish the fight, the paladin and the cleric start moving towards you again, and they're like, and that is why we brought you.
I was wondering if that would be.
All right.
Nobody has spoken. That's why Victor's carrying that weapon.
So, where do you want to go next? You are at the alcove.
Just a second. Where did I put that?
Is it something?
I
It's
moved
over.
it.
No, it's not. That's the 10th.
Yeah, I know. There it is. Well,
So
we're
you're at the
now
alcove.
there.
We just had a big fight there, so
Mhm.
We're gonna. I mean, we can only go. We're not gonna go down into the
No,
lowest.
as they fall, the stone roll, the portal rolls back shut.
okay. Okay.
because that's
And
part of the
melds
trap.
seamlessly with the stone.
So we're gonna
giving no
continue
evidence that it was ever
continue going straight up.
there. Okay.
Fit in.
So you reach the intersection. You can keep going.
Yes.
We're gonna keep going up. We're gonna do the outer rim.
Ahead of you, a head-high circle about 3 feet in diameter opens up,
Cool.
sort of. And a familiar-looking human skull, wreathed in green flame with blazing red eyes, slides out, floating. You have not seen one of these since you were outside of Cloud Leomatar's lair and saw one of these leading a group of zombies towards the lair, which you then dispatched.
Well,
It is a flame skull.
Ah, yes.
I don't remember him.
I do. Let me see. Is that subject to bone pelter?
Not technically.
Oh, come on, it's bone.
It's a flame skull. It's an arcanely charged
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
I assume we're going to fight with it.
It wants to fight.
It's... Yes.
Well, there's nothing in a madness-induced series of traps that would be likely to have become more sane.
Flame skulls were never the most sane thing in the first place either.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Okay, good. Come on, baby.
Woo! I'm going to roll with this.
What'd you get?
Well, 18 plus 2, 20.
Nice.
We've got to get back to this. Okay.
That was regular 20.
No, it's 18 plus 2.
18 plus 2, okay.
Well, it doesn't help if you get a 20 anyway. I mean, really. That's not where you want to get a 20.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I still have 4,300 gold of my own.
Yeah. Don't touch it until the party supplies are done.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I can retire on that after we finish our last adventure, I think.
If we survive.
There's a song about going out in a blaze of glory.
Oh, come on, Finnan.
What
What's
do you
yours,
mean?
Cedra?
Huh?
Well,
You're up on Finn.
oh. What did he get?
8.
Ouch.
Well, it's better than my 5. Excuse me.
You got 20.
Excuse me. Huh? No, I meant last time.
Last time mattered a little less. Let's see if they have any health lines in here.
Huh?
Here. Okay. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as it casts fireball on you.
Ooh. Oh, it it's in first, huh?
Oh,
Where's
okay.
Victor and Elizabeth?
In front of you.
In front of me?
Allie, they're flanking you.
Now, do we have some advantages on dexterity saving throws?
No.
I just gotta keep asking.
So I've got my fire, my tattoo.
You have fire resistance, yes.
I did not save it. What am I? It's what is the that I rolled?
Dexterity saving throw.
So that's plus 2, which makes it a grand total of 6.
Finnan. Crap happened to you, man.
So I've halved whatever the damage is.
Yep.
And the tattoo just paid for itself.
Yep.
Thankfully.
Hmm?
Thankfully.
Yeah. But I still get damage.
above. None of my people beat the
Fire?
the check or the saving throw.
I got an 18. Did I make it?
Well, Finnan beat it, but you beat it, yes. With an 18. But Victor and Elizabeth did not.
But they have tattoos.
They do.
Okay.
We all do, but Finnan doesn't really need it at this point because he has evasion. So he's going to completely shut down all the damage.
Oh.
Victor and Elizabeth are going to take half damage because fire resistant tattoos. Damage is going to be.
What? That was what level was it? More than 10. No, it's 5 or above.
What makes you say that?
It sounded like you rolled 10 dice.
Oh. Okay. What did you?
18.
So it's 26 halved to 13 by your save, to 6 by your tattoo. So you took 13 points of damage. Finnan took 0. Elizabeth and Victor both took 13.
And the flaming head is going, how come it didn't hurt them that much?
It doesn't question that. It just shoots things at you. You're up. Victor's on deck.
I'm up.
You're up.
Okay.
It is. Give me a second to see where you are versus it. So you are just past the intersection, yes?
Put the thing down there.
I can't give you mine, sorry.
No. Trying to figure out where it went.
Is it underneath the box?
No, the box
underneath your-
never moved.
What's that paper there?
Oh, I went to the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Well, where is it?
It is in that chunk of. It's right up. It's about 2 o'clock to your thumb. There, yes.
It's right there.
It's coming
and
out of that thing there.
We just came out of here.
No, you just passed that intersection.
This
So
one
you're
here.
there. Okay.
Okay.
You're probably about 30 feet away from it.
Yes.
You're probably closer to 40 because you're behind everyone. No
Right.
shame there. Just
No,
marching,
yeah.
marching order
Right.
realities. You're probably closer to 40 feet than 30 away from it.
This is a pretty nasty opponent, but I really don't want to use a whole bunch of.
You know, do?
How far
Well,
have
I'm
we-
trying to think, that something that is made of fire is likely to be fire resistant.
How far have we walked up the
It was close to 200 feet down to the first corner, first turn.
okay.
Then it was another. Probably another close to 100 feet or so. Ish to where you are now.
Certainly not going to use. I'm trying to decide whether a ray of frost would be a good thing to use against a flaming head.
You're welcome to try.
I'm going to try ray of frost.
Make an attack. Make an attack roll with plus 10. And since it's an evocation spell,
Ah, yes.
if you so desire, you may add 9 to the damage should you hit.
What if? Why? What do you mean if I should? What is the if I should so desire?
You don't have to.
Oh, God. But it's not that I only get a certain number of times.
We went over this and
Yeah.
went back and forth, and I don't think you get a limit.
What is it, 9 that I get to add?
Yes.
What did you?
No, I'm
you
sorry,
had plus
10.
10 to your attack. What did you
That's
get?
13 then.
That hits.
Whoo!
And then I'm rolling 3 8s, but
Uh-huh.
I've got a 9 that I add to it.
I think it's 9, right? It's your
Yep, it is.
element modifier.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've got to find an 8, which is the other pointy one.
Wait a minute. Let me check something really fast. Before you roll the damage, we'll check something really fast. Intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
That's the plus whateverth number.
The plus there, but I've got it plus 9 is
I see.
Yeah.
Where do you have a plus 9?
after it because it was modified.
I don't see where the plus 9 is.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking at a plus 5 on your intelligence right here.
Okay, so I was looking over in the other thing. The other place where intelligence is.
Mm. No, it's a plus 9. You have a plus 5 because you have 20 intelligence.
Okay.
So you have plus 5 to whatever you roll, damage wise.
Okay.
So roll your 3d8 and then add 5.
6. 13.
Okay.
And 4 is 17. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 17. And then the effect of this.
Wait, plus, did you add the plus 5 in already?
Yeah. Ray of Frost. Uh,
3d8 and target speed
its
is
speed
reduced.
is reduced. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to say, I
Oh,
knew that it
yeah.
had an effect on things for them.
You said that was cold damage?
Yeah.
It does not appear to damage it.
Oh, that's what I was afraid of, but okay. I was thinking maybe
At
cold.
all?
At all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a skull-shaped flame or bones on fire? Oh, okay, so there's actually bones there. Okay. There's an actual
Sorry,
bone
guys.
there. Really
It was an
bones there.
experiment.
That's
Victor
okay.
is going to charge it and hit it. Yes, he will hit it for 12 points of damage. 12 misses. And 13 hits for another 13 points of damage, so 27 points of damage.
Alright. And then,
You're up.
cool. Well, I've got my...
Also, you've got probably 3 rounds left on it.
My spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How many rounds did you use it for?
3 total.
So we then walked towards this thing.
Yeah.
It probably took at least a couple of seconds.
Okay.
So, we'll say you've got 5 rounds left.
Okay. I figured I'd lost a couple, but I
Okay.
didn't.
We'll call it 5 rounds.
Okay, cool. So let me mark those off. How much we got? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so
Bonk.
here we go. 13 plus 11 is a hit. Yes.
Yes.
And 8. 4 is 12 plus 10 is 22.
Okay. Not
Okay.
dead yet.
They took the damage. I'm going to flambe it.
No, you're not.
Eh,
Good. X out of the way. Elizabeth is going to attack. 13 does hit for 14 points of damage, and it is done.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet butter crumpets.
Bats it against the wall with the mouse that ran afoul of your tennis racket in your college days.
There you go.
Bounces off the wall and shatters.
Yes.
And that is where we're going to call it tonight, because my time went off a while back. Otherwise, we're about to start combat.
All right.
So,
Well.
everyone, I appreciate you coming along on this true dungeon crawl of an adventure.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed what you're seeing, best way to help the channel is to go check out the Nightwalker's Bazaar Printify shop, link in the bio. Just dropped some Thanksgiving merch a couple of days ago. If you'd like to see the channel grow, go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment on what you did or didn't like, or something else. If you'd like, then you can subscribe and hit post notifications if you're already subscribed, share it on social media, tell your friends about it, and as always, stay hydrated, stay adventurous, and I'll catch you on the flip side.